everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our first Monday Night Sparkle giveaway of 2026. Is anybody else choking on that number besides me? How about you, Sherry?
Yeah, it sounds strange to me.
It does sound strange. It's like, okay, 2025 just went by way too quick. I'm turning on the comments so that you guys, as you hop on here, let us know that you are here. Hello, Sherry, darling. Okay, everybody, we are super happy to have Sherry Ells with us, who is a area manager from
Ottawa.
Ottawa area,
No,
Ottawa,
right in Ottawa.
right in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Okay, and Sherry. Okay, I'm gonna have Sherry tell you her story, how she joined us, and how she's ended up where
Mhm.
she's been with us. But also, I want her to tell about biggest month that she's had in I don't know forever, and in November it was
Oh,
huge.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then what did you do?
Oh, yeah, exactly. And then I went on
Yeah.
holidays.
Yeah, so
Okay.
everybody say hello to Sherry. Welcome. Thanks for joining us, Sherry. It's so good to see your face. First time
It's
this year.
it's great to see you, Lee, and Happy New Year. And thanks for inviting me. Okay, so my story started, I believe, like 10 years ago with a different jewelry company. So I absolutely love jewels. And I would wear them all the time and I would get compliments all the time. Anyway, the short story is my daughters got me a gift certificate and said, you can only use this if you sign up to sell it because, like, you're selling it all the time anyway, except somebody else is benefiting from that, not you. And then flash forward to, I believe I'm coming on 4 years with Park Lane. And the why behind why I joined Park Lane was I fell in love with the jewelry, the variety, the quality. I love how it's very like fashionable and on trend. That there's something for everybody. So I knew immediately that my customers would also fall in love with Park Lane jewelry for all of those reasons. And yeah, I wanted to double check when I officially started. I know it was the summer. I think it's either 4 or 5 years now,
It
Lee,
was in
but
2023,
with Park
22,
Lane.
22.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
22 with Park
Yeah.
Lane. Yes. So, okay, so that's the story about entering, selling jewelry as like a side hustle. So it is a side hustle for me.
I love
And
the fact that your daughters gave you a gift card and said you can only use it when.
yes.
I think that is
Well,
like, okay.
and I think that's because my story I think is so true to so many people who are in direct sales. We get stuck and, oh, I can't do that, or I don't, blah blah blah, all those reasons, all that doubt. And yeah, it literally took my daughters pretty much, arm wrestling me or holding my hand
Strong
and saying,
arming, yeah.
this is happening. And so I thank them for that because, like, I absolutely I love what I do. So yeah, so that's great. So again, just like I get it when women that I talk to kind of be like, oh, I can't do that, I couldn't do it, da, 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 da. Like we've all been there. So
And you know what? You know how many times I've heard this story that, I was a customer, I was a customer, I was a customer, and then finally somebody pushed me and said, for
yeah,
crying out loud, just do it. Like, what is
yeah,
holding you back now? You're a good customer, but you could be an even better stylist. And if you don't like it, so what? Like, what are you out, right? And
yeah,
how many like even hosting shows, like hosting 3 or 4 shows before they've decided to take that step.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
the smarter women do it sooner rather than later, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I think that that's just, it's universal to all of us in this industry. It's something that we all relate to and
Yeah.
completely understand. And then you asked me a lot of questions. So I'm trying to remember then you
Okay.
asked me about November.
You
And
had
so
an amazing
month.
November, and how did you do it? Tell everybody
I
how you
mean,
did it because I think it was so much fun.
honestly, okay, so there's no secret to this. It's being very transparent. You get out of it what you put into it. And so I just set a goal and had an action plan to have a fabulous November. And by following through, it happened. So that's the key. And the majority of it was being able to do 3 in-person shows. So again, the in-person shows are just so much fun because women are, you know, gathering, having good laughs, they're connecting, they're helping each other. And, as such, yeah, just definitely know that women are looking to make those connections in person. So that was the key for my successful November. In
Yeah.
no way does that mean that that's everybody's key to having a successful month, because there's so many ways that you can work this. Obviously, with the advancement in technology, um, the virtual shows, those are equally fun for me. I do love putting on a virtual show. Um, there's just making connections, like even through Messenger or texting. So, just, so many ways. But that
Yeah.
answers the question for you about why November was personally successful for
It's
me.
one of
So,
those things, I think, when the pandemic hit and as everybody's like, okay, we're learning how to do everything online. And it was fun. It was different and it was something new that we were doing. But I really think we are getting back to that point where like women miss the gathering. Women miss being with each other and having the laughs and trying on the jewelry and having a
mhm,
glass of wine. And, so the wonderful thing about what we do is, we have that ability. We can do online, we can do in person, we can do trade shows, we can do, messenger, we can have all those possibilities to it.
mhm.
And just the online, I think are really starting to, or sorry, the in person are really starting to grab again. People are wanting to do that. And so after you had such a spectacular month, then what did you do?
So then before the holidays, we had already planned a vacation. So my husband and I were away for a month. And I chose, there are times when I travel, I choose to continue to work the business. But for that month, I chose to take a step back. And that doesn't impact me in any way, except that I didn't have the November and December, which was fine. It's my personal choice. And I just,
But you had the experience of traveling and taking, I mean, you were on, she crossed the ocean on a
yeah,
ship, which I think
yeah.
is so incredibly cool. But it's like we have that opportunity, we have that availability to change our business. And, taking a month off, I mean, there's not too many companies who would say, yeah, go have a good
Mhm.
time. Your job will be here when you get back, unless you're taking vacation.
Yeah.
But we have that opportunity. We have that
Mhm.
okay, yeah, I get to decide what hours I'm going to work and when I'm going to work. And, being able to take some of that money that you made in November and take it with you on holiday on the cruise.
Mhm.
Um, you know, it just having that flexibility, it
Yeah.
speaks volumes. It really truly does. And you have a
Yeah.
business still, you come back to a business that's still here and ready to go.
Right. And pick it up if that's the perfect time for you to pick it up again or not. Because I think it's also important for if somebody is new to this, like what I like particularly about the Enduring Elegance franchise and you, Lee, is that there isn't pressure. You can do the business the way that you want to do it. So I think maybe some people hesitate because they feel that there is a certain expectation that's placed upon them to continue the business, which isn't the case. So.
Yeah, it's totally true. I mean, I've talked to 3 ladies in the last today's Monday. Okay, so like in the last 4 days who are joining Enduring Elegance. And 2 out of the 3 were like, what are the quotas? What do I have to do? Like
Mhm.
when you say to them, there's no quotas. You work the business
Yeah.
when you want to work it. They don't really believe you. Like if it sounds too
Mhm.
good to be true, it can't be. No, if it sounds too good to be true, it
Mhm.
must be Park Lane and Enduring Elegance. And I'm going to tell everybody this right now. As you all know, if you are an Enduring Elegance of Park Lane fanatic, if you have a jewelry addiction, we are launching a new line of jewelry next Tuesday. Who's excited? Ah, okay. Talk to any stylist, and it's like countdown is on. The new jewelry is coming out. We are so excited about that. And we have, of course, that opportunity for our customers. You can join us. You can join us on Tuesday, the 13th, January 13th. It's $25 US. It gives you a backstage pass. So you're front row center for all the new jewelry being launched. And of course, you will get a pair of the, what do they call it? Indigo earrings, which are probably going to be about $42. So you're going to get a pair of those. And you'll also be entered into all the draws and prizes and everything that they give away during that Tuesday launch, which is lots of stuff. But one other thing they're going to be doing, they're not going to announce this until the following Thursday. I'm doing it now because it's kind of my jam. I like to beat them. Okay, so anybody who joins Park Lane during the convention is going to get an extra $200 in jewelry. Right, so it's $500, and they get it for $129. Join now with us today, but don't tell Park Lane, and you're going to get that extra $200 in jewelry starting right now. So we are offering that a week and a bit in advance because I think it's great. If you join now and you get to choose $700 worth of jewelry, but as soon as you join, you're entitled to your commission. So if you invite somebody to join us for the convention, or if you decide that you want to share some of the jewelry and people buy it, you're making money. You might not even have picked up your kit yet, but you're making money. So to me, that just makes a whole lot of sense. What do you think? Does that make sense, Sherry?
Absolutely. I love it. Extra $200 in jewelry. That's fabulous.
I mean, and it's so much fun. Everybody says, "Oh, wow, I get to go shopping." And then I kind of laugh because I think, "Oh, you have so much fun doing the $700, but your list will change constantly for the next hour as you're picking things out." Hey, I got to ask you, what necklace are you wearing?
I think, is this not called the Winnie? I was going to double check before I came on, but I didn't get a chance. But it is one of my favorites. It is a classic, and it is still available. I checked 2 days ago. I was just kind of updating what is current or what is retired, and this was on the site. I believe it's called Winnie. Do you remember?
It could be. I have been okay. This was kind of perfect because it's not a what you call current in the catalog piece, but it is a really popular piece. So what I have been doing actually in the last 4 or 5 days, I was telling all the ladies, I have my own personal jewelry, which is up in my bedroom. So every day I pass by it, and I don't wear a whole lot of it anymore because if I'm going live or doing anything, I'm going to wear current jewelry to share with everybody. But I've got all these pieces that I absolutely love. So I thought for the next few days up until convention, I'm going to do classic Park Lane vintage pieces that are no longer available. And I have been having so much fun because I've been going through the catalogs. Okay, this one is 2016. So this was the year we opened the franchise. And going through the catalogs and looking at the pieces going, oh, we had so many gorgeous pieces. This one here is called Throne. And it was such an amazing piece. It sold like crazy. The earrings are called Cabana. And I love a chandelier dangler. She's putting on her glasses to take a look. Okay.
I'm at that stage, and it happened overnight. Literally, it happened overnight that these were a need and not an option. And I've asked my girlfriends, and they've said, "Oh, they experienced it the exact same way." So
all of these weird little aging things. Okay, so here's the earring. I'll show you again. These ones I actually wear quite a bit still. I don't wear them when I'm doing Park Lane, of course. But I love a chandelier. I love a dangle earring, and I love something with movement, as this does. And then the Throne necklace. If you have been around, who's been around here? I'm just looking at who's on. That's been around for a long time. Hello, everybody. By the way, okay, the Throne necklace. This is a one piece.
That's beautiful.
I love the vintage stuff. Okay, look at that. Right? Is that gorgeous or what? Okay, gotta quit it. Make it moving for you to see. But it's almost they're actually pearlescent, but they kind of pick up the blue of my sweater. But really quite a vintage, very, how would you say that, romantic piece, maybe? Okay. And then the ring. Okay, this is from the 2016 catalog as well. That was called Luminaire. And this one is Classique, which is more of a rose gold. But then I've got the Bloom bracelet to pick up the blue. So all old pieces no longer available. But when you start looking at some of the gorgeous pieces that we had, like it just kind of leads up to can't wait to see what they're going to be showing next, right? It's going to be pretty spectacular. So okay, being able to take the time off that you were able to take and just come back, start your business all over again. Um, what do you what is the biggest perk that you would like to work towards?
Oh, I mean, for me, I think, well, to be honest, like the jewelry is always something that I work towards because I do love the jewelry so much. I feel I haven't set a goal yet for like a money value that I want to earn, but I can do that too because I've done that before. But other perks, so when I talk about, earning the jewelry, that comes through in addition to, that was the other thing I wanted to mention, just that the commission to start, I think is pretty fabulous. And I'm speaking from experience working for a different jewelry company where the commission was the opposite of fabulous. And so I thought like that's good to point out. And whether you choose to use the commission just to get that like extra discount, if you will, if you were going to initially be your number one customer, I mean,
Mhm.
for me, that's also a no-brainer. So yeah, for perks, for me, always the jewelry, and then that additional program that we have over and above our commission. When you sign up, you are also working towards earning free jewelry through the Rich Reward program. So that's always
And the
exciting.
impression bracelet when you first sign up. Everybody works
Oh,
towards earning that one too.
yeah, absolutely. And I always appreciate that from you because you gift the stylist who, signs the new stylist up and helps work with them every step of the way to reach their goals. Um, we each get that impression bracelet, and I've earned quite a few of those from you, and thank you very
You
much.
definitely have. I know.
Yeah.
I am actually going to let me see if I can do this. I want you to see this comment that just came up. Let me see if I can pull
Okay.
it. This is from Lynn
Okay.
Mackerel. You
Oh,
absolutely know
I
her.
love Lynn. Absolutely adorable.
Read the perk.
Oh, 100%. So I would think that a perk would be all the people that you get to meet and the friends that you made. Okay, so that goes without saying. And
Isn't that
normally,
just so? I mean, one of the things with the new
yeah,
year and everybody's, telling their New Year's resolutions and, what they're thankful for and everything. And one of the
right.
things that kept popping up on our Enduring Elegance is that I may not have met you in person, but I know you and appreciate you, and I'm
Well,
so glad you're in my life.
Well, I want to speak personally to Lynn because Lynn is like she is a dear friend to me now, and we met through this world of Park Lane Jewelry. So thank you so much, Lynn, for putting that comment in. I have to be honest, that's normally the number one answer I give when like what is the perk? It is the women that I've met along the way, and the satisfaction that you get from that, like providing good customer service, and but more so, literally the friends that I have today, like
Mhm.
dear friends that I would not have had I not joined Park Lane. So Lynn is
It's
one of them.
amazing. The customers, like you said, that become friends. I mean, I got Christmas cards from my customers. I got
Yeah,
messages from my customers and actually I got messages from my stylist customers. Like
yeah,
that
absolutely.
being able, encapsulation. Whoops, we lost Sherry. You back, Sherry? Oh, what happened? We lost her. But that encapsulation of being able to reach out. There she is. Okay. To
Sorry,
be
I
able
was
to
just
touch
getting a message
people.
from my daughter. Right.
Oh, to be able to touch people through jewelry. I mean, who would have thunk it? Honest to
Hmm.
God. Like I never, I was in um, a skincare line before I came to Park Lane. And I, of course, customer service all the time because it was a very consumable product. I remember when I first joined Park Lane, and actually Tom Judson said to me about it being consumable. Tom and I came from the same place with the same skincare line. And I went, no, like consumable is you use it up, you need new. Jewelry is not consumable. Yes, it is. It is one of those things that is constantly being renewed. But the reaction I get from my customers with this, I never had with the skincare line. This is, I don't
Right.
know, more personal, more touching,
Yeah.
more heartfelt. I don't know. It's just there's more of a reaction.
Oh, for sure, there's more of a reaction. I
Yeah.
was going to make that point earlier. With the jewelry, you're wearing it. So, I mean, so many times, um, the customers will come back and message you about compliments they're receiving, people that they've been meeting because of wearing the jewelry. Or I always just love it where a lot of them who aren't stylists will be messaging me and like, Sherry, I just want you to know, I was just, at the airport, I got a compliment and I gave them your contact information, So you can't do that. I don't think that doesn't exist with the skincare, right? Because
Maybe
so
that's
we're
it, right?
wearing it.
And nobody's gonna come
Yeah.
up to you and say, "Oh, your skin looks like flawless."
I mean,
That's not it.
it can happen, but not as easily as when we're wearing the
Yeah,
jewelry. And women, I mean, we just love complimenting each other
we
and
do.
uplifting each other.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
And I think that really resonates in this group because it is a very uplifting customers and stylists. I mean, when you go to our
Mhm.
Enduring Elegance Facebook group, the amazing cheerleaders that we have on there for everything that we do and the recognition that we get. But we also get it through our customers as well, through your VIP groups. I'm
Oh,
part of a lot of the VIP groups that our stylists have. And we,
yeah.
when they post a picture and everybody's commenting on it, it's just like, this is so cool. This is what women are supposed to do. Lift each other up. And we do it really, really well. Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. Like,
Mm.
I can't, yeah. So many times I've been lifted up by,
It is,
and
I mean,
again,
it's the
I don't,
community.
right. I don't even like saying customers because I consider them friends, and many of them I haven't met. But Lynn is an example of a customer friend who then we took it to the next level and we've actually met and we've spent time together, and I just adore her. So,
Yeah, she's a sweetie. You know, so many. I'm looking at all the names coming here, and it's like,
yeah.
yeah, I could tell you a little bit about everybody coming on here. It's so cool. So,
Yeah, so I can't see the comments, so I will
oh,
look through. I will make sure I look through each of them when we're done, because I don't. Yeah, I can't see who's
yeah,
on.
yeah,
So
yeah. Well, we've taken up a lot of time. So, what I do want to say is thank everybody for joining us 2026 and thanks Sherry. The secret word, okay, because there's the survey to fill out right above us. Okay, click on it, serve it, send it in to us. And the secret word is champagne tastes. Okay.
nice.
I think that's appropriate with the new line coming out. So once again, if you are sitting on the fence and have been on the fence and you need that little push to go over to join us, if you are a preferred customer, which really means if you spent over $200 in the last year, you need to join us as a preferred customer, at least get the commission for yourself. And who knows what else will happen? Because I can say to every one of you, where you were
Hmm.
last January and where you are this January is probably different. Like life changes and desires change and where you're placed in your realm changes. And so maybe starting something that you can work with or not work with or come back to or just have it there as a cushion, maybe this is the time for you to do it because we are offering that extra $200. And if you have not joined us yet as a Backstage Pass guest to see the jewelry next Tuesday,
Hmm.
please think about doing that. Reach out to your stylist, to Sherry, to myself, or whoever will get you hooked up. Anyways, so I wanted to thank everybody for joining here tonight, and especially you, Sherry. Thank you for taking time out and being with us and sharing about your fabulous November, your fabulous cruise across the ocean, and being able to
Yeah.
take the time off to do that and come back to your business. That's exceptional, like it really is. Yeah.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I have to share a secret. I've told this to Lee. If ever she asks me anything, my answer is always yes, because she's just that super duper amazing. And I do also have to add, Lee, like, I think just you feel a lot of, I can't speak for all the stylists on your team, but I know personally, you are one of my big motivators. I'm often saying, some fabulous woman named Lee Botner is hustling hard in her home, running her franchise, and I adore her, and I would do anything to support you in your business. So,
Well, thank you. I'm very honored that I get to support all of our stylists in their
yeah.
business. That is beyond gratifying, and absolutely, y'all know, 10 years coming up in March. We're going to be celebrating, so you guys want to be hanging around for that. But 10 years ago, would I have thought that this is the way it was going to be? Not in your life, like it just, this was a little thing I was going to do on the side. It was so heartfelt, lovely, warming. Yeah, I can't say enough good things. Okay.
It's awesome.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us here again tonight. We will see you next Monday. Get that survey filled out, champagne taste, and of course, we'll be sending out a piece of jewelry to one of our lucky listeners. You have until Thursday, so go ahead and share this #replay and let us know that you shared it. We really appreciate when you get our word out to everybody else. It really helps our business grow. So thank you so much. Thank you, Sherry. Mwah.
Mm.
Love you bunches. Okay. Take care, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week. Bye now.